हेलो एंड वेलकम टू जिंदगी 360। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट रज़ा नकवी एंड यू आर एट माय अपार्टमेंट टुडे क्योंकि मेरे साथ मेरे कुछ दोस्त आए हुए हैं। अक्सर मेरे अपार्टमेंट में आई हैव लिटिल गेट टुगेदर्स एंड वी ऑल हैंग आउट। अक्सर मेरे दोस्त अमेरिकन होते हैं, गोरे अमेरिकन होते हैं। अक्सर मेरे दोस्त होते हैं जो पाकिस्तान में रहने वाले लोग होते हैं। लेकिन कुछ मेरे ऐसे दोस्त भी होते हैं जो यहाँ पले बड़े हैं लेकिन वो अमेरिकन नहीं है, वो पाकिस्तानी नहीं है, वो कुछ इन बिटवीन हैं, वो कुछ ऐसे बैकग्राउंड से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं जो पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन कहलाए जाते हैं। What does that really mean? We are going to go across the room and we're going to get introductions from everyone. Let's begin with Sophia. Sophia, tell us about yourself. Tell us a little about where you grew up and do you consider yourself a Pakistani American?
Well, my name is Sophia Ahmed, and I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. I lived my whole life there, and growing up, I used to go to Pakistan regularly during the summers and the winters. My father is from Faisalabad. I do consider myself a Pakistani American, but I feel that I identify more with my religious identity than I do with my ethnic identity. So I feel more like a Muslim American than just a Pakistani American.
That's interesting, and we'll get back to this issue of Muslim American versus Pakistani American. Introduce yourself, let us know where you grew up, and again, do you feel that you are a Pakistani American? Conversely, do you feel like you're an ABCD?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Saman Kadir, and I've been raised in North Potomac, Maryland, so I'm a local here. And I don't think I'm an ABCD necessarily, so I'll take out the C.
Okay.
I'm just, I'm the Desi person in America, but I would say that I am a Pakistani American. And I, just like similar to Sophia, I've been in Pakistan and then back in the United States throughout my entire life, where you spend the summers there. And I'm originally from Lahore, and
Right.
so.
Fahad, where did you grow up and do you consider yourself an ABCD?
So I'm Fahad Patel. I grew up in Northern Virginia, and I certainly don't consider myself to be confused, so I wouldn't use ABCD. I've gone to Pakistan fairly regularly in my childhood and growing up, going to Karachi for the most part. And but yes, I consider myself to be Pakistani American, and I think that there's no contradiction in those two terms.
Do you feel like there's any contradiction between a Pakistani and an American and a Pakistani American? And, did you grow up here and does that inform that?
Yeah, my name is Farouk Malik, and I also grew up in the same area as Fahad. But I actually think that you can be Pakistani and you can be American. I don't think that there even is a need to hyphenate because, it just depends on where you're from, right, or where you grow up and what you identify with. And, I look at myself in the mirror and I feel Pakistani. And I go out and I deal with people and then I feel American. So it's completely different depending on what environment you're in. But I don't think it really is contradictory at all.
My name is Haris Bajwa, and kind of going along with the boys, I think I'm a Pakistani American too, and I'm proud of being Pakistani, proud of being American. I think we're both land of the free in different ways. In Pakistan, you can do whatever you want to. In America, it really gives you the right to do whatever you want to. I was born in Sargodha, but raised in Durham, North Carolina. I go often because my heart's still stuck in Pakistan, but I love the US, so I really think I'm pure Pakistani American.
Well, let me ask you guys this. As a point of reference, when you guys go back to Pakistan and you're mingling with your cousins and your friends and your family back home, do you feel that you're part of that community? Do you feel comfortable communicating? Do you feel comfortable just talking to people who are there and trying to assimilate? Do you ever have an issue when you go back to Pakistan?
I never have an issue, and that might have the reason for that might be that I've been going to Pakistan since I was a baby, literally yearly, every summer, every winter, and I've just gotten used to the way things are back there. In fact, my favorite place to go when I go to Pakistan is our village, and over there, we cover our faces and everything, but it just comes naturally, and so it feels right when I'm there, and then when I come back to America, it's just back to being American.
Do you ever have like a language barrier issue or just simply communicating with people there? Is that an issue?
No, not at all, because I grew up speaking Urdu and Punjabi, and so I speak both languages fluently, which was a major factor in my comfort level, I guess, with family and friends back home.
Salman, do you have any issues when you go back home?
No, not really. I think for me, I was born in Pakistan. Part of my life I was raised in Pakistan too. So it's like similarly, I also went every summer and you get used to it. But I think it's part of it wasn't like I was going to two different worlds. It's just part of one world, and they're not even different identities. It's just that you just learn to assimilate. And if I'm in Pakistan, I land in Lahore. It's just a different world, but it's like going to any other part of the world. If you know how to interact and you understand the society there, then you're very comfortable wherever you are. And for me, I had a lot of cousins my age, so for me, it's like being a teenager in Pakistan. It's a completely different experience than what kids are visiting over the summers because I had so much companionship.
Right. How does this compare to your guys' experience? You guys have any issues like that?
Mine is a little different, just because my Urdu is not very good. So for me, when I go to Pakistan, I do feel a little disconnected, and mingling with cousins who are my age and sort of going out. Yeah, I think it's a little different. I don't know to the extent to which people there would actually view me as authentic Pakistani if you don't speak the language.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you think that the people are viewing you in Pakistan, like your cousins? I mean, do they think yaar ye to aaya hai bahar se, or do you think that they just accept you as who you are?
Yeah, well, actually, for me, I think the thing that really draws attention to the fact that I'm not from there like everybody else is that whenever I go, my biggest problem with Pakistan is that like everybody's throwing stuff away. So like you'll eat a cornetto and you'll throw it away on the street. And so the thing that I always do, I mean, and I do it subconsciously almost, is that I try to like pick it up. If my cousin throws something away off on the ground, I'll pick it up and then they'll just look at me like I'm strange. So
It's like wearing your seatbelt.
yeah, it's like
Wearing
wearing
your seatbelt.
And so that's the kind of thing that like really, I mean, but other than that, in terms of communication or anything like that, I don't think that anybody views me any differently. It's just my mannerisms I feel are different. So like the seatbelt, like Fahad said, or the trash on the street.
Right.
And
But it's
But
those,
those
it's
things are
those
just
little
subconscious.
things,
Yeah.
right? It's those little things that sometimes, that in the back of your mind, it just sort of like, even as an afterthought, you're like, whoa, that was a little different. That like, like I remember like, here in the U.S., this is a sort of an opposite, a story that I had. When I first came here, I had a friend who was a Pakistani American. And, we used to talk a lot about stuff of all over the world, politics, this, that, and the other. I remember once Pakistan lost to Australia in a cricket game. And I was like, man, that sucks. We were so close. We almost had it. Yaar, like, do bole nahi thi. And the guy just looks at me like, just completely blank face. And he's like, dude, I'm sorry. Cricket, I don't understand cricket. And so I had this really weird sensation of like explaining cricket to a fellow Desi sitting at a cafe somewhere, and like it was just like a very weird like sort of interaction. I mean, is that something that when you go back to Pakistan, you find in those little things?
For me, I think it may be opposite. I stay actually quite plugged in intellectually. It's one of those things, everybody goes through that phase, whether it's like most Desis going through this Rumi phase, I'm going through my Bulleh Shah phase. So I go back and I'm plugged into these Bulleh Shah, going to shrines, wanting to wear shalwar kameez and kusse in like PC or Marriott, and everybody there does not dress like that. For them, it's weird. Why do you want to go to the shrines? Why do you want to do all these kind of things? So if anything, I'm trying to be too cultured, too plugged in, where my cousins there are never into these local things because that's not normal.
Why do you think that is? I mean, because that's kind of interesting. It's almost like, and this is, a lot of people have told me this, like, when you live away from Pakistan, for instance, you'll often feel like, well, I need to stay more connected with my culture, and you almost feel like you need to make an extra effort to stay connected to that culture. You ever feel that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true. When you do question everything that you are, you try to figure out what your identity is. And when you do that, you kind of take a more holistic picture. You're not just roped into the current situation. You kind of look back where you came from, what you're doing. And again, everybody has that itch at some point in their life to kind of get in touch with their culture.
Right.
And
Speaking of getting in touch with your culture, you mentioned earlier that you consider yourself a Muslim American. More than you consider yourself a Pakistani American. And this is something that I remember I had a discussion with this author who was a Pakistani American. He wrote this book about how he grew up, he spent some of his childhood in Pakistan, came over here, and he found that one major difference was that Pakistanis living here often identified with their Islamic roots and their Muslim roots a lot more than other parts of their culture, like maybe their Bulleh Shah or their biryani or whatever, right? He often found that like the Muslim identity became emphasized. Is that something that you can identify with?
Yeah, absolutely. I went to an Islamic school actually from the age of 2 till 12, and it was a full-time day school. And I was surrounded by a lot of different nationalities, but they were all obviously Muslims. And so I became comfortable in an environment where I was dealing with Arabs, Africans, you know, people from everywhere in the Muslim world. And so when I would be with Pakistanis, I would I relate less actually than I do to Muslims in general, and that might have something to do with my schooling, my Islamic schooling. But once I went to college, I ended up double majoring in Arabic and international affairs, and so I got really close to my religion through that, and I found myself kind of distancing a little bit from the more traditional Pakistani things like the music and the parties and the dinner parties, and that whole culture is a little foreign to me. So
We'll get back to that thought in just a minute. We're going to go for a break right now. After the break, we'll get back to this topic of whether or not in the U.S. you become closer to your religion. We'll be right back.